It's raining. Which is nice. Well, you know what they say, if it's not raining, it's not training. So we're out and about today, having a bit of a route recce, waiting for my man to turn up, you know, and we'll go from there. We'll have a bit of a mooch about, see what we can see, and I might, you know, chat you along the way. Yeah, it'll be fine. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the delights of Crewe. So we're just having a little tootle around the place now, nothing too fancy, but just trying to do this all nice and proper like. Got a van coming out on the left. He's going to stay there because the oncoming traffic's going to keep him pinned. I want to be going right in a minute. South Street closed. No idea what that is. Bit of a mirror check. Oh, that must be South Street there. I'm going to avoid that drain cover. And then just knock it back. I can see some green lights up ahead. There's no chance of us getting there. We've got parked cars on the left. We've got cars pulling out. We've got cars ongoing. Just a bit of patience here for a minute. Don't want to get tucked up too far close behind this red car, because I want to be able to see past it. So there's our red traffic light. We've got a junction now on the left, so I just want to make sure I'm clear of that one. Red van's going to block it, so I'm going to stop a little bit further back, just in case somebody needs to go in or go out. And it's gone past it in the end. I was just expecting him to, you know, want to reverse or something, so give him some space. No point filtering up there. That corner looks like it's pretty tight, so just a bit of patience. You're on the green, there's nothing coming around the outside of us, there's nothing at this junction. We should be safe to catch this as long as everything goes according to plan. People turning left here for some reason, must be to do with that road closed sign. Just left and right, make sure nothing's coming. We're good to go. Didn't indicate there's no need, fairly obvious where I was going to go. Crewe station, all change, yeah. Really? Nope. Lights are on red, we want to go straight on. Picking the best lane now. Just going to teeter past this van, just in case he has any ideas of getting to a different lane. There we go, there's our green. Just hold it back a bit, you see. Then we can get past the green ones. We can indicate where we want to go. There's nothing on the inside of me, nothing on the outside of me. Use all the lanes up. There we go. So we're off on a nice little ride now. I'm thinking about positioning, corners and bends, all of that good stuff. Coming up to this roundabout, I want this black car to go around. I want the black BMW to disappear by the time I get there, and then I can go straight across. My cornering is not good in the wet today. Need to loosen up the old arms, bit of self-checking going on. Bit dodge on them roundabouts, always a bit slippery. Why is this guy putting his brakes on for? He doesn't know. Got the flood on both sides. That's not going to affect us at all. Nothing oncoming, nothing at that junction. I'm going to stay. Why are you on the brakes for? Brakes? Why do you do that? There's probably some weird regenerative braking thing going on. Let the throttle off and puts the brakes on, does it? Who knows? Nothing coming on. We're good to go. Junction on the left there, mini waiting, car coming. This Tesla has been an absolute... Anyway, when you start to see a car in front of you doing something you're not happy with, drop back a car length. Every time they do something else that you're not happy with, drop back another car length. Every time they do something else you're not happy with, drop back another car length. That way you're automatically doing two things. One is you're giving yourself more distance between yourself and a perceived idiot. And the second thing is, if everybody did that, we'd all immediately know who the idiots are on the road. Like, brakes, brakes, brakes. Gonna put your brakes on again now, it's a 40 limit. Or not. Just give them a bit of a head start and then we'll get up to speed. Just checking left and right, nothing behind us at all. Oncoming, nothing seems to be worrying us. What? Wait! Let it go. Every time they dab the foot on the brakes, there should be like a big thing that just punches them in the fucking head. Punch. Punch. Right, bleep loop that down in the comments. Do Teslas do that? And if you don't know, and you drive one, you should bloody know. Every time you let off the, you know, the variable resistor, can't be called a throttle, can it? Does it put the brakes on? Does it put the brake lights on? Oh, I've let off the throttle. I'm slowing down, I'll put the brake lights on. If that's the case, what a ridiculous thing that is. Never heard of anything so ridiculously shite in all my years. Good. Get gone. Right, another roundabout manoeuvre after this blue one, I reckon. Early entry. Get in early, I say. We don't want to get ourselves alongside anybody. Have a little look around, see where people are. Nicely tipped over. Now we'll indicate we use all the road. And round we go. Still a 30 to those national speed limit signs. It's tempting, isn't it? It's tempting. This is where all the cars will start to overtake you. This is why we do mirror checks in and out of speed limit changes. Because it's excruciating. Cows on the roofs at the top there. Now moving on quite nicely. Hey, did you see what I did there? Don't get any beef with it. It's just a joke. Right, next roundabout coming up. We can see some cars with their lights on. We can see the things. We can see the stop signs. We're rolling off nicely. There's nobody behind us that's going to cause any issues. The roundabout is in a 30, so make sure you're 30 before you get there. Pick in the right lane. matching my gear to my speed. I'm going to indicate because there's people at these roundabouts that might need a bit of a heads up. Another set of traffic lights up ahead. Cars look to be stopped, but they are on green. So we want this left-hand lane. Just going to toodle through because of the puddle and that one there waiting to cross. That's all fine. Bit of a shoulder check, see what else is happening. We're still in a 30 at the minute, but there's our national speed limits tucked in the hedge. Just easing our way around, moving into the oncoming cars, keeping our eyes peeled for the puddles on the side of the road. We're not really worried about the wet because we've got decent tyres on. As long as you haven't got, you know, Sanyong ditch finders or something like that, you'll probably find your wet weather performance is pretty good. You might also find you've got, you know, track day rubber on, in which case your bike doesn't come out in the wet anyway. Nothing coming up the slip road. I'm not going over that white line. Just rolling off for the traffic lights that have just changed for us nicely. You're not going to stay green. What's everybody ahead of us going to do? Are they diving all off? Are they diving off? No, we got one in front. So, some nice corners now. So, a bit of a junction there and a driveway. Keeping over to the left for the right-handers. Once you can see, you can bring it round, keeping out of the way of the oncoming traffic. And the puddles. Big truck coming up, moving in for that one. Big truck. Reasonably large van. You can see the road goes down and then back up again. Just clearing this junction. There's nothing in it, so I can use that bit of space now. Avoiding the grids if we can. And stay nicely over to the left. Go to the left of that grid. It's huge. And pull it back round again. Straightening up where we can. Keep it nice and straight. I'm far too close to this car, I keep realising. That's complacency for you, that is. Yeah, I'm alright. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, you don't know what he's doing though, do you? Give him some more distance. Oh, and news just in. Akito Typhoon waterproof jacket lasts half an hour in the rain. Not waterproof at all. Bastard. Why advertise something as waterproof when it's clearly not waterproof at all? Fucking piss wet through now. Really, really fucking annoying that is. Sell it as it might be waterproof if you leave it in your fucking house and you don't wear it. Leave it somewhere dry and water will never get in. Want to use it as an actual waterproof jacket? No, you're having a laugh, mate. Akito Typhoon. Load of shit. Anyway, corners and bends. Got to slow in the road, moving right over. Dodging back in again. This car is going too slow for me now. I think I want to put an overtake in. They're doing sort of 50 and 60 and it's like, wow. Do I need to crack on? Probably yes. Big puddles, avoid. Gonna hunt for an overtake. Bit of aquaplaning then, no overtake on. Drop back a bit. Problem I find is, and I don't know if you find this as well folks, is that when you're out in the rain like this, you need to work your tyres a little bit. They need to sort of, you know, keep some sort of heat inside them. Otherwise they don't perform just as well as the manufacturer wanted. And they do all get a little bit squirrely, so. On there. So you seen a puddle? Yes. Ace. Another puddle. Love it. Hitting the high ground between these puddles because there's going to be less water then. Or if you can time it right behind the cars, they'll splash a path out the way for you. Let's go. This way. Got a van parked up there, I don't know why. Iceland van, he's looking for a house. He doesn't quite know what he's doing. He's just going to stop there, is he? Seriously, dude? Was he honestly just going to stop there on the double? Amazing. Right. If you don't know where you're going, pull in a fucking lay-by or something. Just stop on the blind corner on the solids. What a guy. There you go, that's better. Anticipate them changing as they do. We'll be here for a while, so this is going to be a neutral stop. I'm massively disappointed with this jacket. I can't begin to explain my rage at going out and buying something advertised as waterproof. It's got the name Typhoon in its actual title. I may as well have come out in a tea bag.